Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining our product demo today. Today, our designer and developers will be updating and demoing the work that they've been working on. But before that, I wanted to give a quick brief of our problem space. So let's get started. TravelBuddy is a web app that allows for collaboration and centralized trip planning. In regards to the problem space, travel is very complicated to book because consumers just have so many options. In 2015, Expedia explained that customers visit an average of 38 sites before booking their flights and accommodations. Imagine how many more resources must be used for booking activities on trips. This can create many emotional pain points for users, as they might spend hours building the perfect itinerary, which can create feelings of stress and anxiety. In fact, 64% of our survey respondents agree that they dread the travel planning process and virtually exploring the area prior to visiting. Successful group trips require strong organization, transparency, and communication, a gap that we aim to solve with shared itinerary planning. So some of our goals for the MVP launch are: 1, to understand if the voting functionality alone is enough to heighten the user satisfaction in regards to planning with multiple people. One of the key survey takeaways we had was that people had a lot of fun planning with their friends, so we want to make sure that the voting is enough and kind of meets that expectation that they have. Another thing that we're really looking to learn is if our users are okay with visiting multiple sites if it's all looped through one location. As you'll see later on each of our itinerary ideas, there is a hyperlink where they can go to Google or TripAdvisor and actually make the reservation. So this does require multiple resources, but we're hoping that because it's all centralized and funneled through our web app, that it will be enough to satisfy that need. Let's go into the designer updates.
So TravelBuddy is a collaborative tool for planning trips. And now we are entering the app. So here is a screen that users see when they are invited to join some trip from their friends or other travel buddies. So here we have some details about the trip and we can accept and join the trip. For joining the trip, we need users to input their name and email. So that's the only information that we gather for registering the user in the app. And yeah, so the user pastes in their information and they save and start planning. So here's an onboarding screen. Of course, the pictures will be changed and in the final results there will be relative information. But the overall experience of onboarding is so that you're clicking through the pictures, there will be 3 of them, and you can explore the features that we are providing. So yeah, the third one is voting for activities with your travel buddies, and we enter the app. Here is the home screen. On the home screen you can see a button navigation and some other tools that you can explore. So this is all about exploration. So actually the home screen is explore places screen. And we are entering our trip screen, so we have comments, trips, and we have votings here. So first of all, let's create a new trip. So we're clicking here. We have inputted some information about where do we travel and what dates, and we can also invite some other travel buddies here. So we can create the link, we can share a link, and then the travel buddy is joining. So okay, Sarah is here. Okay, Sarah is our travel buddy. Of course, the information here will be also updated. Sarah will be appeared here in travel buddies, and we can set the trip. So we are back on the screen. And now we can also enter the voting screen. So what is happening here in votings? So active is now itinerary for our New York trip. So we have 10 places here. We have to vote for it and it expires in 36 hours. So we enter it. So we have 3 votes to vote for a place. And we need to select, okay, so maybe I want to visit Central Park. Then I scroll down and I can see that the button is inactive because I have 1 vote left. And okay, so I want to visit this place. Then I submit my answers, voting is in progress, and voting is successful. So I can go back home, and at home I can explore more, I can create some more trips, I can invite my travel buddies. So that's all for our MVP for now.
So this is our front end hosted, and yeah, we started building screens. So TravelBuddy, it's a collaborative platform that allows you to create awesome trips with your friend and just make the whole process seamless. You don't have to worry about which interesting place you have to visit. We don't have to worry about pricing and all the worry that comes with planning a travel. So yeah, this is the page that at this point you're probably an event has been created by a friend of yours and this person wants you to join them on a trip. So yeah, this page specifies the date and all the cool things who invited you to the trip, so you have to accept and join the trip. So then brings us to the login page where we sort of do an authentication, and we're trying to make it all fast and seamless, so we won't be taking a lot of crazy credentials and all that. So you just have to submit your email and we'll just verify that it's a valid email and your username, and you can start planning your trip with your friends So the next page it brings you, it's not technically this page, because you're probably wondering why you have to do this twice. So, but it's still early development and we have not arranged all the routing. So technically, this page is for the person that has not gotten a link yet, and probably the person that is initiating the whole travel process, and we just take their username and their email. So then once the person creates the trip, then you get an invite. So technically, this page, once you fill in your details, should take you to another page entirely, which we are still actually working on, but I can just show you on the design. So technically, it just takes you from where you join the trip and we just need your name and your email. It just takes you to where you can like see a dashboard and you can see all the cool, interesting places that you can vote for and visit on your trip. So as for development, it's still a work in progress. We're still building screens. As you can see, the designs we have about 3 flows, so there's still a lot of work to be done. But
So this is for TravelBuddy's Postman, the backend. So I've worked on currently the authentication models, the location models, attraction models, and the trip model. So this is in the authentication involves the login or register. Then location involves the create, update, delete, get location, and get attractions in a location. Then also, in the attraction, this can get attraction, create attraction. This involves creating attraction in a location, updating an attraction details, deleting, then get attractions and get attraction in particular item. So also this also involves also the trip where this where people users can create trip on the app. So what I'm going to work on from now is currently working on the voting model and also implementation of all endpoint and upload and deploying to the live server.